Okay, and are you live or no?
No.
You're not, okay, all right,
Recording this thing.
okay. Do you need me to do a sound check, or are we good to go, or are you,
They have audio.
They have
just
audio?
live streaming it. Yes, sir.
okay,
As long as the little orange lights on, I'm good.
okay. Well, we'll go ahead and begin. Thank you for being here. I'm Sheriff Chad Sheehan, Woodbury County Sheriff, and I've got a prepared statement, but I just want to begin by saying that we have a family in a town that is mourning a great loss this morning. On Saturday, March 15th, this morning in the early morning hours of around 1:14 a.m., Woodbury County Communications Center received a 911 call from inside a residence in the 300 block of Oak Street in Lawton, Iowa. Lawton Fire and the Woodbury County Sheriff's Office were dispatched and responded immediately. Comm Center advised there were 3 people trapped inside the home. When deputies arrived at 1:22 a.m., they reported flames visible and heavy smoke. 2 minutes later, Lawton Fire arrived on scene at 1:24 and began fighting the fire. A call for mutual aid was put out, and multiple area community fire and EMS units assisted in fighting this fire. The responders fought the fire throughout the morning and into the early afternoon. Unfortunately, I have to report that 3 victims lost their lives in this tragic fire. At this time, their names are not being released and will not be released until identification is made and all notifications are made. I've spoken to the family. The family certainly wants to express their appreciation for the outpouring support from the community, but as you might imagine, they ask everyone to respect their privacy as they grieve this terrible loss. For anyone who's wanting to offer support or assistance, we ask you to please contact the City of Lawton. There's a list of responding agencies on the press release that you were given. Behind me I have several people. Got Nate Neas, who's a Lawton Assistant Fire Chief, Sergeant Brad Rose, who's leading the investigation for the Sheriff's Office, have Jesse Pedersen, Mayor of Lawton, and Mike Montino, Woodbury County Emergency Manager. I will certainly entertain a few questions, but as you might imagine, there's probably not a lot that I can really answer, but I'll do my best to answer some things, but I can just tell you I'm not going to give you any real specific details.
Rather it's you or Nate or whoever wants to handle this. I know the crews have been out of the scene a good number of hours. Any clue yet for a cause or any direction?
The State Fire Marshal was called to the scene, and they arrived in the early morning hours. I don't know exactly what time they were there. I think I got here around 2:30 a.m. It was, I would say for sure by 4 a.m., 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning they were here. So they will be investigating. I think the damage is severe enough. It's unknown whether or not they will actually be able to determine the cause, but they're investigating that currently. Anything you want to add to that? Or are you good?
Were any other homes nearby damaged?
Not that I'm aware of.
Where were the victims at in the house? They weren't able to get out, or they were unable to get?
Yeah, I don't know. It sounds like they were in at least an upper floor. Don't know exactly where they were, but it appears that due to the extreme heat from the fire and the smoke, they were not able to get out, unfortunately.
Were they sleeping?
I don't know.
And do you know who called? Was it a neighbor that called 911?
They called from inside the home. There may have been other 911 calls, but I know for sure a call was made from inside the home.
And what was the relationship with these 3 individuals? Were they family?
They were family.
Wife, husband, kid, or?
Husband, wife, grandson. Adult. All adults. You know, thank you to the firefighters, and thank you to the other responders. Thank you to the community, certainly. There is an advantage to living in a small town in Iowa, and these folks rally around each other. I think it's why we live where we live. Our condolences go out to the family. This is a tragedy that nothing like this has touched the community in Lawton. We were talking for at least 30, 40 years, and probably longer than that. So we just ask you to be patient. Please give the family space. And as we have more details available, we will certainly release them, but that's not going to happen overnight. Okay, anything else? You guys want to add anything? Okay, thank you.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.
Hey, am I good to